Hey, listen to this. Fox 13 had a story that I've been talking about for years on this program.
Trader Joe's.
No,
How did that land lease get approved?
not Trader Joe's South Tampa parking, but a big problem in South Tampa and a big problem around the Tampa Bay area, the whole golf cart issue.
Oh, you have been talking about that
For years.
Hey, you know what? It's beyond South Tampa. It's Dunedin.
Well,
it's
that's why I said all over the Tampa Bay area. I said I see it in South Tampa, but it's a problem all over the Tampa Bay area. And Fox 13 had a story yesterday, golf cart-related injuries in young children on the rise. Well, duh. I see parents are letting 7- and 8-year-old kids drive the golf carts around my neighborhood unsupervised. Who thinks it's a good idea to put a little kid behind the wheel of a golf cart and let him drive around the neighborhood? I mean, it's insanity. And then I'll tell you what else is insane. I see parents driving the golf cart, little kids hanging off like the back seat. You know, you've got the seat kind of like a rumble seat in the back or something.
Yeah.
And you'll see like little kids like 4, 5, 6 years old. I'm seeing them crossing like Lois, crossing like Henderson, crossing like West Shore where people are doing 65 and a 30. And they're like driving across. Are you nuts? If you get, I'll see golf carts waiting at a traffic light, trying to cross I've seen a golf cart sitting at Swan and Dale Mabry with kids on it, and they're driving across. Are you out of your freaking mind? So the story that I saw on Fox 13, emergency medicine physicians at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital say they've seen an increase in golf cart-related injuries, that's St. Pete, among young children. Usually it's tipping over where there's a sharp turn or hitting a curb. Usually it's that kind of injury, and the golf cart tips over, and the child either hits the ground or gets crushed by the roof most of the time, said Dr. Wassam Rahman. According to the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, golf carts are vehicles not capable of exceeding speeds of 20 miles an hour, and that's not true. There are some of those souped up like Yamaha golf carts. Those things can do 50 miles an hour. But
I don't get it.
No.
Let me ask you a question. You would not put your kid in a car without putting the kid in a car seat or strapping the kid up in a seatbelt. And you are far more protected in a motor vehicle these days with all the safety features, but people will put their kids on a golf cart that is essentially a piece of plastic with wheels.
Yeah.
It's like a Ritz cracker on wheels. If you get hit by a real vehicle,
Seriously.
that thing is going to bust up. What are you laughing at?
I just have a visual. Last night, Daviana was packing her lunch for school, even though it doesn't start for a couple weeks, and she was putting all these Ritz crackers, and they were crumbling all
Look at
over
that!
my
So my
floor.
analogy
I'm
of
so mad.
my analogy of a Ritz cracker on wheels was perfectly timed. But Fox 13 had a whole story on golf cart injuries. I'm telling you, we're going to hear about tragedies. It's going to be some kids driving a golf cart, and I've seen kids like 12, 11 years old, all their friends packed on, and they're driving across busy roads in a golf cart. This is a nightmare accident waiting to happen. Been talking about this for years, and here's Fox 13 finally with a story on this thing last night. As it stands now, Florida law allows 14-year-olds to drive golf carts on designated public roadways. What? Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Starting October 1, House Bill 949 will require 15-year-olds to have a learner's permit, 16-year-olds to have a driver license, and 18-year-olds to have a government-issued ID to drive golf carts on public roads. There should be no allowing of golf carts on a public road where you've got cars that are driving 25, 35. Even if you're hit by a car or truck going 25 miles an hour in a golf cart, man, that's bad news and potentially lights out.
I just pulled up the video on YouTube of when we smashed a car into a golf cart back like probably 2009.
Oh, so this has been a hot button for you for a while, MJ.
Yeah, this is on YouTube. I've been talking about this for years. I'm on the cutting edge of golf cart anger. All right. All right.
I've been pissed off about this for quite a while.
And we did a whole experiment. We had a golf cart in our parking lot at the old station 15 years ago is when this video is. Fester brought it up on YouTube.
I'll post it on our Facebook page for everybody.
Golf cart versus car crash accident, MJPSA from 15 years ago, and the video's on YouTube.
You guys won't appreciate this as much, but golfers will. They'll be offended by this. When I was like 8 years old, my dad was golfing. We were at a fancy some fancy golf course, and I'm sitting in the golf cart, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to help my dad. So he's on the green, and I pull right up to the hole, right next to the flag. I'm like,
you tore up the green?
Door service, Dad. He was so mad at
There
me
you go.
because that is a big no.